Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have got 12 weeks until Manchester Marathon. I was flicking through my training plan the other night and I realised that it's actually only 5 weeks until my next race, my next 10k. So it's the Valentine's 10k organised by, I think it's Norwich Road Runners. It's ridiculous how when you're training for things and counting down the weeks don't half count down quickly. 5 weeks until the next race, which is pretty good. So in the last video, if you saw it, I had a bit of a sprint finish with this guy called Steve Cleveland, and he got in contact after seeing the video and my mention of our epic sprint finish last week, and he got a PB at that race, which is really cool, and he's going to go for another PB at Valentine's. So that's awesome. If we can get involved in the running community like that and maybe even help out people get a PB, that's fantastic. So I'm looking forward to the next race in 5 weeks' time. He mentioned about going for sub 43 off the back of our 43:30. We'll see. I think I'd aim to knock a minute off it. So I think where I did 7-minute miling this time, I think 6:50 miling might be the target for that next race. So that's 5 weeks time, and then 2 or 3 weeks after that I've got the Hampton Court half marathon, where, you know, the target for that was sub 90, which is 6:52 miling or 6:48 miling to be sensible. And if 6:50 miling is the target for the 10k, then it's unlikely I'm going to do that for the half marathon. But you know, it's 2 months away and training's going well at the moment, so who knows, it's a decent block between now and then. If I can keep training well, if I can keep weight off, keep eating well, who knows. We're getting back into the right area, which is encouraging. We're getting back into the right sort of territory to be going for that sub 90. Anyway, this week, so it is Wednesday today. Yesterday, Tuesday, I did my 6-mile easy run as part of my club run. So I ran a mile warm-up, then I led the biggest group of club runners we've ever had. Obviously it's the beginning of January. So we had 23, including me, I think, runners at our new running club, which is epic. Really pleased about that. Some of them were obviously coming along for their first time, having taken up our come and run for the first time for free offer that we advertised to help with those New Year's resolutions. So some people came along and ran for free, but hopefully we'll convert those into members and get them signed up. So I did my 6-mile easy run whilst leading the club run, and then today it's quite a big week. It's going to be a 45-ish mile week, so I've got 2 big block runs today and Friday of big blocks of 7:49 miling, which is still sort of 30 seconds a mile away from my target or my goal marathon pace, so that would be 7:22. So this is 7:49 miling. Tonight's run is 10 miles with a block of 7.5 miles in that, and then obviously warm up and cool down, and I'm doing the same again on Friday. So it's big blocks of just trying to pull that pace back. I've been doing lots of steadier runs, sort of 8:30 or so, and I have introduced some blocks of 7:45, 7:50 miling up to about 4 miles, 5 miles. Yeah, so I've been introducing these blocks just, as I say, to start to bring that quicker pace back and start to head towards the marathon pace. So 7.5 mile block of 7:49 miling tonight, and what I've decided to do is, rather than get home from work, have dinner, go out again in the dark, what I'm going to do is run home from work, which is something I've done a few times going back about 5 years to my old job. It's quite handy when you work about 11-12 miles from home. Obviously I can cycle, which I've done occasionally over the last few weeks, but this is another little twist on that. So I basically drive into work with all my running gear in a bag, driving to work, run home from work, leaving all my work stuff in the van in the car park. So run home from work tonight, and then tomorrow I'll cycle back to work in the morning, and then obviously drive home. So it's kind of making use of that commute time as part of my run time. You know, it would take me 25 minutes to drive to work, but if I incorporate that into my run, it'll take me an hour and 20 minutes to run home. So really 25 minutes of that is commute, so it's only really, I'm getting an hour and a half to run done in 55 minutes, if you get my logic there. It makes sense to me. So I'm not having to spend an hour and a half in the evening doing my run. I've only got to spend just under an hour doing my run, because I'd be commuting anyway. So it works quite well, and also you get to do a point-to-point run, which is quite nice. Running somewhere new, which is quite nice. It's not the route that I would take if I was cycling, so it's a slightly new route. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I've got everything I need. I've got my head torches charged up, I've got my headphones, I've got all of my running gear, heart rate monitor, shoes. I've got an extra bagel for lunch because I'm allowed a little bit more carbs if I've got a big training session, so that's quite exciting. Smoked salmon and cream cheese seeded bagels I've got today for lunch, with some spinach as well. So that's the day. Drive to work and then run home. So I won't have the camera with me going home because it'll be too dark. I'm running in the dark. It gets dark at about 4 o'clock, 3:45 here at the moment, so the nights are just starting to draw out a little bit, which is fantastic, but it'll still be dark when I'm running, so I won't try and take the GoPro with me, but I will probably have it with me on my ride back into work tomorrow. It could be a frosty one, could be a bit slippery under the tyres, but hopefully it won't be snowing. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Okay, so how's this week going? It's Thursday night now. I've just done a 6-mile club run. Thursdays are a bit of a rush for me. I have a club run 6:30 till about 7:30. Then I have to whiz home, which is another 5 minutes, get changed, grab a cup of tea, jump in the van and whiz my 17-year-old son over to football training, which is where we are now. So I'm parked at a leisure centre while my son has his football training. I grab a cup of tea and a protein recovery shake and take that with me. So I've just had those. So 6 miles easy tonight, looking after the club run. This morning, Thursday morning, I cycled to work, left the house at 5 to 7, cycled 12 miles to work, because yesterday I ran home from work. So yesterday, I think I mentioned it on the previous segment, but yesterday, Wednesday, I had a 10-mile run to do. So I drove to work and then I ran home. So it was 2 miles warm up, 8:30s, 6.5 miles at 7:50s, and then 2 miles cool down, 10.5 miles in total. That got me to about 1.5 miles from home. So I arranged for my eldest son to come and pick me up from 1.5 miles down the road. So I almost ran all the way home from work. 12 miles was the shortest distance. I did 10.5 miles, and it was a really nice run. I found a new route to go from home to work, or vice versa. A road I've not really run along in its entirety before, but it basically goes from work to my house, to be honest, the whole way. It's a really nice quiet road. It's got a railway crossing along it, so you don't get many cars along there, but it's a really nice route. So yeah, Tuesday I did the club run in the evening, so 6 miles easy. Wednesday, 10 miles run home from work, leaving my van and all my work stuff at work. Thursday, cycled into work and then drove home, club run, and then here I am sitting at football practice. Tomorrow, Friday, I've got another 10-mile run to do, and I've also got a physio sports massage. I'm not sure when I'm going to fit in my 10-mile run for tomorrow. I haven't figured it out. I've got work from 8 until 4 p.m. Then I've got physio at 5:30 until 6:30, although it's about an hour away from home. So the best option I can think so far is to have a slightly longer lunch break. I might go into work early, have a longer lunch break and do my run at lunchtime. That's possible. I could do that. No idea what the weather's like, but at least it's nice and flat around work, so that is possible. I could do my run at lunchtime. Then Saturday is a rest day other than organising park run, and then Sunday 11 miles nice and easy. So it's a big old week. It's a 46 mile week this week. Ramping up the miles, feeling good, marathon training coming on well. It's a good week, it's all going well. Physio tomorrow is, as I said, it's just a sports massage, so it's just a general maintenance massage, check everything's okay. I've got no issues or no niggles at the moment. That's about it. That'll do me for this midweek Thursday evening catch up. Okay, Saturday afternoon, horrible weather, chucking it down, windy, cold, really horrid, but got some important miles to do, so I'm getting them done. Friday's 9 or 10 miler didn't happen. I had a sports massage and my calves were kind of wrecked, so I'm doing some of that today. I'm 6 miles up from an extra Thursday run anyway, so I've not got to do the full 9.5. I'm just going to hopefully get 6 done. But look at this weather. Dex, come on. Go on, Dex. Here, here, here. Whoop. Anyway, talking about what a perfect day it is to be out running. Hopefully you've noticed my new logo on my YouTube account. That perfect day is something I've been thinking about for a while, so do let me know what you think. But all of this training that I do month in, month out, year in, year out, it's all in the quest of that perfect day where everything goes exactly to plan. The training's gone well, race day weather's perfect, the course, the lineup, everything feels good. Set off feeling good, holding your target pace, knowing it's tough, knowing that you train for it, knowing it's uncomfortable but knowing that you can hold it, and pushing it all the way around, not needing to stop for the loo, not needing, you know, anything unexpected happening, and then a big old sprint finish at the end and a new PB. It's that perfect day that makes all these miles worth it, and it doesn't happen all that often. I've had it at 5k doing 19:13. I've had it in my unofficial lockdown marathon doing 3:15 and feeling amazing the whole way around. And I've also had it at Ironman doing my 10:26 PB. That possibly means I won't do any more Ironmans, I don't know, but I'll never beat that. Everything went like clockwork the whole way. And you're running and it's easy, or you're cycling and it's easy. You know, that's the event that makes all this training worth it. It's nailing that perfect PB, and I thought I'd do a logo to represent that. I might get on some t-shirts, mug stickers, might get on the side of my van, I don't know, but hope you like it. Let me know your thoughts anyway. So that's my 1.5 mile warm-up done. I'm probably going to do a block of 750s now, 4 miles maybe, 2 out, 2 back. $5 miles in, 2 warm up, 2 at 7:45, then turn around, 1 at 7:45, back into a headwind. I thought that'd be the case, but this pace is feeling good. This pace is feeling nice. Just shows you when you think you're not going to get anywhere, keep on trying. Keep persevering. Don't hang up your running shoes. Just keep training. More and more. Easy miles, easy miles, easy miles. Just keep on pushing. And it will come back. It really will. Don't just hang up the running trainers. Say running's not for you. Just keep on trying. .43 miling. Mile and a half of this to go. 1 mile cool down. Job done. 11 easy miles tomorrow, and that'll be a 46 mile week. Here we go, baby. Marathon training is on. So just finished my 5 mile block at the bottom of a big hill, so I'm walking up it before I do 1 mile. Easy jog back recovery. Oh, so good to tick that session off. I kind of wanted to do it yesterday, but I knew I'd already done 6 miles extra on Thursday for this week, so I wanted to do it, but the 6 miles extra was just easy miles, not really any of this sort of steady effort based. Although I was a bit worried about doing the whole 10 with an 11 mile long run tomorrow, so I've done 8 miles by the time I get home. Pleased with that. Good run, weather's nice. Again, we thought about going for a dog walk, and it was too wet to go for a dog walk. Too wet and horrible and miserable. So I decided to get my shorts on and run it instead. Rather than getting wet twice, exercise the dog, get my run done, all in one go. So there we go, big long run tomorrow. Good morning. Sunday long run. 11 miles in the sunshine, but don't be fooled by the sun. It's flipping freezing. It's about 2.5, 3 degrees. Boy, it's nippy. But I got the gloves on and I got the gilet on, so everything is good. Although my Garmin heart rate strap's playing up, which drives me bonkers. You have to wash the strap regularly, which I did yesterday, and it's been telling me 202 BPM, which it clearly isn't. So I'll have a look at that later, but nice long run, halfway through, and then breakfast afterwards. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this week's video. It's nice to be in a positive frame of mind going into the last 12 weeks of marathon training, so I'll get on with this run and I'll see you next time. Have a good week.